Choose your fighter.
Slightly inspired. Fight. Knockout. You win.
Choose your fighter.
Slightly inspired. Fight. Knockout. You win.
Choose your fighter.
Slightly inspired. Fight.
All right, y'all. So I'm in the laboratory. You know what I'm saying? The laboratory. This is where it all goes down. You know what I'm saying? It's my desk here. You know what I'm saying? Got my little phone stands. There's the Xiaomi Mi 9T and the OnePlus 7 Pro over there, right next to my Samsung wireless charger. Here's my 4K Sony. This is what captures all the magic right here. A 4K Sony camera with the Zeiss optics. Doing a camera test comparison for the Moto Z4 versus the Moto 1 Vision. Now, the image on the right is the Moto 1 Vision. The image on the left is the Moto Z4. And as you can see, bright sunny day out here in Seattle, Washington. And with the blinds open, with the sunlight beaming directly in the window, you see that the Z4 seems to handle color accuracy and doesn't really overexpose like the Moto One Vision does. Okay, you see how like on the Moto One Vision on the right, it's really bright. You can barely make out the house, as opposed to, I mean, it's overexposed a bit on the Z4 on the left, but it's more so on the Moto One Vision on the right. Okay, but now if we pan away from that, and like I said, I mean, I'm in my little office space, or my little bedroom slash office, whatever you want to call it. Just here's my little layout right here. If you look at the color reproduction, it's interesting because it seems like in different scenarios, the Moto One Vision produces a bit of a cleaner, more sharper, more detailed image. Color accuracy is more true to life. But then other times it seems like the Moto Z4 on the left just nails it. I mean, they're both good. I mean, so I really feel like, for your average consumer, you're not going to go wrong with either one of these cameras. Now, if you look at the Mortal Kombat 11, look at the yellow and look at the attention to detail. Now, I noticed that the 48 megapixel sensor on the Moto Z4, which is on the left, is, well, these are both wide angle sensors. They're both 48 megapixel wide angle sensors, but it seems like the Moto Z4 is a little bit wider. Okay, but again, as I mentioned, some little animals that my daughters love, Paw Patrol, cute little characters. I use them a lot just because they're nice and colorful. Here's my whole setup, my subwoofer down there, soundbar, PS4 Pro. I told you guys, man, I'm more of a console gamer. You know what I'm saying? Got the 4K TV right there. You see me standing in the background. Let's see what Zena's doing. This is my spider, my tarantula. Oh, she's in there, but she's hiding in her little wooden shed there. As the Moto One Vision is seeming to not struggle, but it's focusing. But now, if you look at even just like looking at the color of the bark inside of her cage, it seems like the Moto One Vision is a little bit more accurate as far as how it actually looks in real life. But again, like if you look at the piece of paper that's sitting on top of the cage, which is basically just all the information about the spider, it seems like you'd be able to make it out a little bit more on the Moto Z4, which is on the left, because it seems like it's a little bit more overexposed on the right on the Moto One Vision. Now also look at the wall. Like the Moto Z4 seems to have a little bit more of a yellowish hue to it, as opposed to the Moto One Vision on the right. It's more of a cool temperature. You know what I mean? It has more of a bluish tint to it. Okay, now I haven't changed anything. All right, I haven't changed anything. So this is just me just opening up the camera app, hitting video, and hitting record. Okay, now we'll walk out into the baby's room. And this is London and Sanaya's room. All right, Sanaya's bed is right there on the far. Well, Sanaya's bed is on the left. London, she broke her bed jumping on it. So we actually got another bed ordered, and it should be here in the next couple of days, which is why her mattress is on the floor. But nice and colorful. They love Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, all that. God, I mean, it's hard to tell. Because again, these are the same sensors. I mean, 25 megapixel selfie cameras. The specifications are the same. You know what I mean? The sensor sizes are the same. The only difference is the Moto One Vision on the right has a 5 megapixel depth sensor, as opposed to the Moto Z4 on the left. It just has a single 48 megapixel sensor on the rear. Okay? Now, if you look at the carpet, it seems like the Moto Z4, like it's a little bit more, it's browner, it seems, on the Moto Z4. It seems a little bit more lighter toned on the Moto One Vision. So I feel like the Moto Z4 has it just a tad bit more accurate as far as just the color, the real true to life color. You know what I mean? Like you notice like the Moto One Vision on the right, it seems like it's kind of, I don't know, maybe one may mistake that for a gray color carpet, but it's indeed brown. And so that is easy, that is definitely reflected on the Moto Z4, which is the camera that is on the left. All right. Now, kneel down a little bit. Got my man Curious George right there. And a bunch of other little animals. The little elephant right there. Now that elephant is gray. And I don't know. The Z4 just seems to be a tad bit more detailed. Well, God, that's hard because it's now it seems like here the Moto One Vision on the right is giving the more accurate color reproduction, but it seems like the Z4 is a little bit more sharper, but the elephant is darker. You know what I mean? So as I mentioned, my girls, they love Mickey and Minnie Mouse. So here's their little table. Now, check out the red chair here. I don't know. During the pictures, like still shot images, the Moto One Vision on the right seemed to have got the red chair color accuracy more on point than the Z4, but now it's a tie. Now there's no question. I mean, it's the chair is red. It doesn't look pinkish. It doesn't look orange. It's red. All right. Okay, now the girls are learning math. They know all their ABCs and how to spell certain words. Yes, at 5 and 3, they're very smart. Yeah, see, I mean, I like my photos and videos saturated, but it seems like the Moto One Vision is oversaturating. The Moto Z4 on the left seems to have it more clear because of like the light in the room. Like it's kind of dim in here, you know. So the fact that, you know, these little addition and subtraction pads, they are white, but the Moto One Vision portrays it to be like cocaine white, like you know what I'm saying, like you just cracked open a fresh bag of white t-shirts or wife beaters. You know what I'm saying? It's not that white because of the lighting that's in it. Like the light that is on above us is not a white light. You know, it's more of a yellowish tone lamp to it. Like, let's see. See that? So I don't know. It has more of a yellowish hue. So looking at these little addition and subtraction pads, the Moto Z4, I mean, it's clear on both, but it just seems like the color is a little bit more accurate based on the color that is actually in the room. And then, of course, if you go over here to where their shoes and things are, it's a little bit darker. These girls got hella shoes. I mean, and these are just the ones that they wear. They got other ones that we can just pull out. It's ridiculous. These girls got so much stuff. My wife's got a big family, and they spoil these kids rotten. I ain't got to buy them nothing. I ain't got to buy them a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I don't, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, they got such a huge family. My wife does. And, you know, I come from a small family. All my family's like spread apart, and we just really ain't all that together. We're not really a cohesive unit like that. My wife's family, on the other hand, totally different story. But, yeah. So, I don't know, man. You guys let me know which one you think is better. Again, it's a toss-up to me. You can't go wrong with any one of them. I mean, either one of these phones that you choose, if you're looking for great camera performance, you're going to get that from both of these devices. All right. So I'm going to close this video down, and I'm going to swing it around to the 25 megapixel selfie cameras. And I'm going to walk around and, you know, just talk a little bit and just let you guys see what it looks like to you. You know, we do have optical image stabilization on board for both of these phones, so the video should not be shaky or anything like that. And we'll close the video out. All right? All right. All right, y'all. So here are the 25 megapixel selfie cameras on the Moto Z4 and the Moto One Vision. Now, you could just tell off the bat right here, the Moto Z4, if you look at the sky, okay, I'm holding both of these phones at the same angle. You can see the blue in the sky. It's a hot summer day here in Seattle, Washington. It's like 85 degrees. You know what I mean? Now look at, you could see the sky, you could see the blue, but you could also see the clouds, and you could see a little bit of the bush right there. Okay, now look at the image on the right on the Moto One Vision. The sky is completely overexposed. You can't even see any of the blue at all whatsoever. Now I'm not saying that that's a bad, I mean, it's not a bad camera, but it just seems to not be able to pick up certain things because of, certain, different type of lighting conditions. And so the Moto Z4 on the left was easily able to pick that up. But you'll notice that I'm standing under this little, like, like in like a shaded area. The picture seems to be a little bit darker on the Moto Z4, but it's able to capture the sky and get an accurate color of the sky and some of the clouds. But then, while I'm standing in the shaded area, I seem to be lighter on the Moto One Vision, but it seems to struggle with getting the color accuracy with the sky behind me. All right, now I'll go ahead and hold both phones up, and like, I just seem to be really, really dark on the Moto Z4. I can barely see myself because of the glare. You know what I mean? Both of these phones, both of the brightness levels are set at 70%. So, I mean, I can't remember the exact amount of the nits on either one of these devices. I mean, I know they both get really bright. So you're not going to have a problem viewing the screen in lighter conditions, whether you're out in the sun or just in well-lit areas. But for the sake of this video, let's see. Now, okay, so there we go. Now, see, now the Moto One Vision is starting to pick up some of the sky in the background through the trees. But it seems like the Moto Z4 just got a handle on it. Like, you can still see, like, over my left shoulder here, the ear that the Bluetooth is in. If you look at the sky on the left and just how it's portrayed on the Z4 versus how it's portrayed on the Moto One Vision, it still seems to the Moto One Vision still seems to not be able to pick it up. But then if you scroll to the right side of me, which is here, mind you, I'm holding the phones, you can see a little bit of the sky. You can see a little bit of the blueness in the sky. But the Moto Z4 just nails it. Okay. Now, does the picture look bad? No. But I mean, when I'm recording photos and videos, I want the color accuracy to be as accurate as possible. Okay. So now if you look here, now the trees that I'm walking underneath my backyard seem to be a little bit more punchier. They seem to be saturated. And again, I like my images saturated. I like colors to pop. You know what I mean? But it just seems like the Z4 just kind of gives off that more realistic color tone. I don't know, man. Because I like the way that this looks on the Moto One Vision. Like, if I had to choose between both of these right now where I'm standing, I would choose the One Vision over the Moto Z4. I don't know, man. This is a toss-up, man. Like I said, the camera specifications are the exact same. The only difference is that the Moto One Vision has a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and that's all it's for. It's just for depth information. It's not a telephoto lens. We don't have 2-time optical zoom or anything like that. But yeah, just trying to watch my step here. A lot of branches, acorns in my backyard. Yeah, I don't know, man. Now look at this. Wow, that just looks beautiful on both. But it's like on the Z4, I seem to be really dark. But on the Moto One Vision, it seems to get my color accuracy down a bit more, just like my actual skin tone. My t-shirt, how bright my t-shirts are. You know what I'm saying? I don't be walking around with no dirty tees, man, or dirty anything. That's why my name is Pristine, because everything is in pristine condition. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, but I practice perfection. You know what I'm saying? I'm very meticulous. I got OCD big time, so there ain't nothing sloppy about anything that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, Pristine, man, that's why my name is Pristine, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Those that really know me, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It just seems like the Moto One Vision, the one that I'm looking at directly right now, it's just a little bit more punchier. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments, man. You guys be the judge. Like I said, you're not going to go wrong with any one of these cameras, no matter which one you decide to go with, if you decide to choose these as options. You know what I mean? But this is a toss-up, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys let me know down in the comments. That's where I'll be chilling at. You already know, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I'm going to do just like this one, and to expose yourself to my vast array of videos that I've already done. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that whenever Pristine Tech drops a video, you'll get that notification. And get down in the comments and let me know what you think about what you saw. And the comment section is where I'll be posted up at answering questions, answering comments, responding to comments, and responding to feedback. All right, you guys already know. Please stay safe, get spiritually fit. Now, see, look at that. Now, look at the blue in the background. Look at the tree branches. It seems like the One Vision highlights that a little bit better, but the blue in the background of the sky on the Z4 is a little bit more accurate. But then if you look at me, I seem to be a little bit brighter and I seem to be really dark on the Z4. I don't know, man. You guys be the judge. Let me know. Man, stay safe. All right, get spiritually fit, because we're definitely living in the last days. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. All right, peace.